Hello everyone, my name's Cody Arm.
I'm Brendan Fry, editor-in-chief at CG Magazine.
And today we're showing off some footage of Splatoon 2. Enemies in Paradise. I don't know, I just made up that.
Does it even have a subtitle?
No, it doesn't. I wish it was that. So we're starting off by showing you guys, this was in the last game. This is the charge shot. It's kind of like a sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm.
I loved using this, especially when you're using, this has a mix of the motion controls and the like traditional controls.
Yeah.
So I'm using the joystick for kind of the larger sweeping motions and the motion control for the more accurate, yeah. And as you can see, I just wrecked that guy.
How does that control scheme work? Do you find it good or bad?
It only really works if you're using, like for me, I only liked it for this gun.
Okay.
With that being said, we're going to show off another gun called the Splat Dualies after. I didn't play in that round. It's someone that's a lot more well-versed in Splatoon than me. Even though I have played Splatoon, but I'm not good.
Can you paint the windows? Like, will it go on the windows?
No.
Okay.
So here I'm going to actually show something cool. This is why we wanted to show you guys this particular playthrough. This is the special for the sniper.
Which is like a paint gun?
That goes through walls.
Oh, wow.
So if you see there,
like a fire hose?
It went right through the wall.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
That is neat.
Yeah. I'm not good with the charge shot, really, but it is a good weapon if you know how to use it.
Yeah, it looks it. So like right now, it looks like you guys are dominating this map. Is it?
Oh yeah, it was pretty lopsided.
Okay.
And I don't know. I guess this was a different team than what you'll see on the other maps aside from the other Splat Dualies.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a really faithful sequel.
It looks very similar to the original game.
Yeah, it doesn't change a lot. With that being said, I don't know how much of Splatoon really needs to be changed.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, it changes up your secondary weapons.
I've always had a hard time personally with sequels that look exactly the same as the first one. I'd rather have it called Splatoon New Adventure, something like that.
Yeah,
just because Splatoon 2 means it's making a giant leap in generations of what it offers.
Well, with that, to be fair,
it's jumping consoles.
It's jumping consoles, yeah, and it kind of sucks that Splatoon kind of came out
at the end.
I want to say it was at the end, but kind of it was in the middle of the Wii U's life when you look at how short it was. The Wii U had a short life cycle.
Yeah.
For a Nintendo console, it was average, but in terms of what we're used to now.
Yeah, we're used to long generations.
Exactly, and it kind of hurts Splatoon in a way.
The Wii U came out just before the PS4 launched.
Yeah.
And it's done. And it's
like 2012.
Yeah, and it's going away before the Scorpio launches.
Yes. But Nintendo always marches to the beat of their own drum.
Yeah, they don't need to follow the generations. They can just do what they need to do. Their consoles, the Switch is not really a console that requires a...
Yeah, it doesn't need a lot.
No.
It's not taxing.
Okay.
So, for those who've never played Splatoon before, the Splat Roller is definitely meant to mark territory, not to go after characters like those dual Splatties. Really powerful if you can get someone up close, but you run out of paint really fast too.
That makes sense, yeah.
There is a lot of strategy that goes into Splatoon. There are a couple of, like I said, the secondary weapons are different. So your grenade in this one is actually more like a puck.
Okay.
That you like a curling kind of thing that you like, throw it out and it you can follow it. It leaves a trail of paint. And you also have a new special that's sort of like a superhero pose. I'm going to show both of them, but you can see I already had to refill my paint.
Yeah, so you go through paint pretty quickly, but you can just pick it up by just jumping back in with squid.
Yeah, exactly. That was from the last one too. Oh yeah. So I'm playing this with the game. The Gamepad Pro.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the third, not the third party, the third controller. The one that looks like a regular controller, but it is a regular controller. It's not.
Is that the one that's $74?
I believe that was the price. Yeah. So it's the one that's it's not the Joy-Con.
That's the one that's basically just the PS4 or Xbox One.
Yeah. Yeah,
Does it have advanced rumble or HD rumble?
Now the thing is, I didn't notice it in this game.
Okay, so it might, but we don't.
It might. This game didn't really highlight it.
Okay.
I'm sure if I would have played like Mario Kart, I would have noticed, but
if it had it or not.
Yeah, exactly, because Mario Kart did. at least to a small extent. But the one thing that really made it difficult for me to play was I'm using a mixture of the regular traditional controls mixed with a bit of motion control. Now that's the default gameplay setting that's the special right there. That was the superhero landing. That was the default setting for the original Splatoon. So I'm assuming they're gonna let you go back and change it. I hope that would be a real step backwards. But it does make it difficult. With that being said, after watching someone who knows how to play, there's the puck.
Yeah.
After watching someone who knows how to play, I understand why it works.
Yeah.
But it's just something that it's too hard for me to get used to. If I was using the Joy-Cons, I think it wouldn't be a problem.
Now, let me ask you this. I know in their first Switch trailer, they kind of showed off the esports elements of this game. Does it seem like this is primed for esports, or?
I always thought that Splatoon was Nintendo's best bet, aside from Smash Bros.
Yeah.
For esports.
But Smash Bros. Has that weird, adversarial relationship with esports, doesn't it?
I'm not sure. It is one of the more popular ones. I know when I.
But doesn't Nintendo kind of control which version they use and all this other stuff?
Yeah. If they want to actually, if they are serious about going into esports, Nintendo's going to have to be a lot more hands off.
Yeah.
And traditionally, they're not known for that.
Yeah.
So your guess is as good as mine in that regard. So this is the Splat Dualies. We teased it earlier. This is a new gun in Splatoon. I love it. As you can see, it's way more aggressive.
It looks
challenges
It's a much more aggressive way to play, I have to say.
Yeah, it challenges you to actually take out your enemies, and really, it's not as much about inking turf as it is about taking your enemies. Obviously, inking is the biggest, that's the most important part of Splatoon.
Yeah.
But this is really, if I had a roller, I'd want a Splat Dualie around me. So this is the special for the Splat Dualies. This is, it's kind of like an ink jetpack.
It's weird.
Helicopter. And that part there, that's such a smart design. Having that explosion that lets you kind of dip out.
Yeah.
You can see, a roller didn't have a chance because I've got not quite as much power, but I have way more range. But with that being said, I can see them nerfing this gun.
It looks a little powerful right now, but it's hard to say.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be one of those things where it can cause some problems. But with that being said, I remember when the first Splatoon came out and everyone was using the roller because your original ink shot wasn't that powerful. The roller was way OP, but the more you played it, the more you could unlock. The higher level you got, you see less rollers because it was you're too slow, you're wasting too much ink. So maybe it could be another situation like that where it's strong right at the onset, but maybe the more you play, the less ideal they become.
So is this you playing, or was this the?
No, this was a rep that was playing. He actually showed off something really cool earlier. You can actually dodge with the Splat Dualies.
Okay.
Which is kind of, that's something that wasn't in the first Splatoon, and that can kind of change the way you play.
Yeah, no kidding.
You can stay alive for a lot longer that way, as long as you're not surrounded. But yeah, this was my favorite addition to the game. It's so aggressive.
It looks very aggressive. Now, are we only seeing one map, or are there more maps in the actual game, I'm imagining?
Yeah, I'm assuming. The cool thing with Splatoon, the first one, was that they constantly updated it. And there was always maps, and there were always events going on.
Are people still playing the original Splatoon?
Okay. Splatoon's one of the most popular online games for the Wii. Or, well, not online. It's one of the most popular games on the Wii U.
Okay.
And the online mode probably had a lot to do with it. But yeah, I mean, the maps, this is kind of coming to an end now, so I really liked it, and I hope that it translates well. But yeah, that's all we have to show for today. So thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Check out cgmagonline.com, and we'll see you again later.